and they are still in Europe, but they're looking to kick on to the top competition, and they help that with this really professional performance, beating Bournemouth 3-1, goals from Morgan Rogers, who I want to talk about in a moment, Moussa Diaby and Leon Bailey. But actually the standout performer, despite not scoring, is their top goal scorer, Ollie Watkins. He was just sensational again, Dave, and unplayable at times. The Bournemouth defence had so many struggles with him. He obviously put on 2 assists, which puts him on 12 for the Premier League season now. So that's 31 goal contributions in the league this year. Only Harry Kane has got more in all of Europe's top divisions, which is just outstanding numbers, isn't it, Dave? I mean, we've talked about Watkins all season. We've given him enough compliments and enough credit. I'm not really sure what more there is to say about him. Obviously, last week, Martin has suggested he should be Player of the Year in the Premier League. Are we seeing him cement that claim now?
It's hard to see past him, I think, really. If Villa get top 4, it'd be a great story. But also, he's been absolutely pivotal to that, if that becomes a reality. I think it's great to actually, particularly in this game, that he didn't score, but you could see, what he offers in his all-round game, and particularly that pass to Diaby. A lot of people will say it's a simple pass, but the timing and just the amount of weight that he puts on that ball is perfect. And I don't know. I don't know about the second assist. I don't know whether he was shooting there personally. To be honest,
he probably was. But to be honest, the work he put in to get the ball in that position in the first place, he won the ball deep, and he was just playing through his skin. He seemed desperate to score all game, to be honest, and it was a shame for him that he did it, because obviously he's trying to catch up with Cole Palmer and Erling Haaland But
I think with Watkins, it's just liquid football at times. I think because he's so flexible. How he can play all across that front line. He links play really well. He's able to interchange with whoever is playing, whether that Leon Bailey or obviously Diaby or even Zaniolo. I think he is just so versatile in the way that he plays, and he's such a massive player for Villa, just how he's performed throughout the season so consistently.
This is why I've been suggesting that he could play with Kane in the summer.
Because I said, didn't I? I said I want seeing him off of that left-hand side potentially, where coming in and potentially even linking up as a 2 at times during the game. I
think you could do it.
Yeah.
If not from the start, it's definitely an option off the bench to keep them both involved, because the way that they link up or could link up would be absolutely
I like what he offers off of the ball as well. I think in terms of his defensive work, you can see he's improved massively since Emre's come to the club.
Yeah.
And I think how he's developed as a player, you've got to give him and Emre especially a lot of credit, and the way the work he's done with him.
I think if any player at Man City or Liverpool was at the top of the goal scoring and assisting charts, then they've got Player of the Season in the bag. So I don't think he should be overlooked. The other thing worth mentioning that I know a lot of Villa fans are very aware of, but I hope that all people are taking account of, he's 1 goal behind Palmer and Erling Haaland. He's not scored a single penalty this season, Watkins. That's all goals from open play. And that's incredible. I just think it's sensational. I think he's been such an impressive player, and he'll be a huge part of Villa's progress next season if they do go on to the Champions League as well. I mean, they're 6 points ahead of Spurs now. Obviously, Spurs have got 2 games in hand, but looking at Spurs' remaining fixtures, I mean, it's feasible that they'll only get 6 more points. So Villa are really in the driving seat now, aren't they, Dave? Do
you think so? And I think particularly in this performance, with this performance, I'd go as far as saying is probably the first half they were nowhere near the best, and that goal that they scored before half time was crucial, really, in producing that response that they showed in the second half. Because Bournemouth actually looked really dangerous at times. I thought Clivert was causing problems, and they actually pressed you really well in those situations. Actually, forced quite a few turnovers, but. That's something that we question with Villa, I think, is when the going gets tough, are they able to, produce these kind of turnarounds, which they did do in this game. And let's not forget with, a number of players key players still missing in this side.